I'm not trying. I promise you, I'm not. I'm just trying to find trash, take it out of the river, throw it away.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you find things that are not trash.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new video of Depths of History. Today I went scuba diving in the river, and I actually had an experience with one of the National Park Service agents that actually came up to me and started talking to me, and I want your input. I want you to tell me in the comments below what you think about the situation, what you think I should do, and just your overall thoughts on the situation. But with that said, let's get into this video and tell me what you think.
Y'all been diving again?
Yes, ma'am. That's a picture over there from what I've been told.
But remember I talked to you before about this.
But
the water is part of Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. It's federal property. It's managed by the Department of Interior, National Park Service.
But you're telling me by like finding a gun, like you don't want people going in here and finding firearms and giving them back and like collecting trash?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying
collect trash. I'm not taking anything else out of here besides like trash. I'm literally just cleaning up trash.
You have a driver's license on you?
I do.
All right.
It's right here.
Oh, you got it.
Hold on a minute.
I'm not trying to. I'm picking up trash and cleaning up the environment. I'm not taking anything out of the river. I just enjoyed what I do.
I've seen some of your videos, and I've seen you removing some things from the park.
I haven't removed anything from the park.
Okay. You put everything back?
Put everything back.
Yeah. I'll take a picture of it so I don't. Is everything on there correct?
Yes, ma'am. As far as I'm concerned, it's a public waterway. Anybody's allowed to go.
Yeah, you can go in there and recreate. Did you have a dive flag?
We did.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do. We have it right by the car.
It was inside of your vehicle, outside, inside the water?
Yeah, it was inside the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some videos where you didn't have a dive flag.
Yes, ma'am, and we recently found out that rule changed, and each one of us now have a dive flag.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm not trying. I promise you, I'm just trying to find trash, take it out of the river, throw it away.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you find things that are not trash. Sometimes you find things that are of historical value. That's a problem. You understand?
From in which area? Because I haven't found anything historical over here.
Okay.
It may have been like Holcomb Bridge Park or something, but not National Park.
Which again, is part of Chattahoochee River. Holcomb Bridge Park is not part of the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area, but the waterway is.
Nope, that doesn't make any sense because the waterway is public.
Here's the thing. So if we're patrolling and we're on the river and we see somebody who's floating the river and they don't have a life jacket, we are legally allowed to stop them and cite them for not having a life jacket. Okay? It's part of Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. The land is not. The river is.
But you're saying by going in the river and removing trash out of the river that is illegal.
What I'm saying is that inherently there's a risk of you finding something of historical value.
Okay.
Okay? Moving that from the river is illegal.
But we didn't remove anything of historical value.
How are we supposed to know this?
How is well, scuba diving's not illegal.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was.
But I just don't understand what's going on because
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand how it could be historical.
I'm trying to make sure I'm saying this.
But why is it like?
She's not saying that diving is illegal, but you don't know what you're gonna find.
Yeah. No,
you're gonna have to move it to save your life, or save his life, or save his life.
No,
you know what I mean?
I get that.
So
I get that.
it could be something of historical value, like she's saying. So
okay, but if
that is their jurisdiction.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It's not my jurisdiction.
But like golf balls and like stuff like.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. Yes, that is trash. I understand that should not be in the river. But again, you do not know what you're going to find. It's always a surprise when you find a gun, right? Yeah, you don't know what you're going to find.
That's what makes it fun.
Well, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. I've seen your videos. It looks pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah,
It's so much fun.
And here's another thing. Are you using any kind of like a device for metal detecting?
Not in the rivers. I use them in Florida when I'm down there, but.
Because I have seen some of those underwater metal detecting devices. That's not allowed in the park. Even possessing it.
No, I know. Metal detecting. I know the laws about metal detecting. I actually live right next to Kennesaw.
I know.
Battlefield, and I get permission to private properties over there, and I'm always on private property. Never go in the national parks. I just was confused about the river because I was never told that, like, because I thought this, like, the recreation area, I thought that was just the woods and like everywhere around here. I didn't think it was the river. Like you're telling me that the river is owned by the national park?
Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. We go from Buford Dam all the way to Peachtree Corners. We have 48 miles of river.
Okay, well, I
Over
mean,
10,000 acres of land.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So what, like, what would you advise me in the future?
I would advise you in the
doing?
future to contact the park saying, hey, this is what I would like to do. And then we can assess, see if there's any historical value, if anything going on.
Yeah.
And they may require somebody to monitor. So when you bring something out, we can take a look at it.
Yes, ma'am.
That is something that you might want to consider doing. So we don't keep running into the same thing over and over again.
No, I completely understand. Is like, as for, you know, I mean, because when I've been doing this, I found over 70 guns, handing them to the police. I've been very nice with several different people, like taking trash out of the river. I just, like, I don't want to have any problems. Like that's the number one thing with me. I don't want to have any problems.
I understand that.
So it's just like I don't understand. Like, it just makes me emotional because I'm like, if even if historical artifacts are in the river, why aren't you guys taking them out?
Because we leave them where they are.
Why would you leave them where they are? That's rotting away history.
Well, you know what?
That's history rotting away.
That's part of the policy.
That's history rotting away, though. Like, you guys should get that up and turn it into museums and
you
like,
know what you can do
stuff like
is
that.
notify our superintendent and let her know that you have a problem with that.
I don't.
And maybe they'll do something
It's
about
nothing I have a problem with. I just, like, I don't see why it's great to let relics and stuff like that just rust underneath the water. That doesn't make sense to me. And that's not something I agree with, personally. But I will respect with what you're saying with the national park. I completely understand that. But if I go to a public park that's on the Chattahoochee River, I'm allowed to dive that, right? Those specific areas.
Well, like I said,
Because you told me now I'm not allowed to have a jet ski. Like, I just don't understand, man. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Like, I just want to get trash out. I'm trying to do the right thing.
I understand. And like I said, places like Holcomb Bridge, that's not our property.
So that's not park property, so that's okay.
Physically, the land is not ours, but the water is. We still patrol the water.
Okay, but yeah, I thought the waterways are public. That's what I was told.
It's part of the federal. It's part of the federal land. It's part of Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area.
Do you have writing that says that?
Yeah, you can even go on our website.
Okay. I'll have to look at that because I don't think that's right. But
you're telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just don't think. I just don't think that it's right because it's a public waterway.
That is within the National Park Service jurisdictional boundary.
The park is different from the river.
You know what? I'm not going to continue arguing this either.
I mean, the park is not the river. That's different, though.
It is the river.
Is it because it's part of the Georgia Dam?
No, it's part of Chattahoochee River.
Okay.
River National Recreation Area.
Okay. Yeah.
We have 48 miles of river from Buford Dam to Peachtree Corners. Okay?
Yes.
That whole stretch of water is within our jurisdictional boundary.
All right.
So moving forward, we can keep doing this. Just don't remove stuff that we question.
The removal of any items outside of the park is prohibited.
Okay, but we're still allowed to pick up trash.
Trash is, that's something else.
I mean, obvious
yes.
trash.
Trash, yes.
Okay.
You find a gun, cool, great. You turn it in. But the thing is that you never know what you're going to find. If you find something of historical value, that becomes a problem. When you remove it from the river, you're removing it, the context, like we can't get that back.
When would you guys ever do that, though? Because it's just rotting there.
I am not one of the resource people.
Okay.
I don't do
So
that.
we can find it, document it, tell you guys, and then we'll be done with it.
Yeah, and put it back, tell us.
But then that'll be there for another 20 years and it'll be rusted again.
Maybe.
It just doesn't seem right.
Another thing to consider
It just
is
doesn't seem
you
right.
told me you found a bomb, right?
That was the mortar that we found before.
So it's something that can be dangerous to you and others around you, right? That's something.
Most
that's
definitely.
a problem.
100%.
So we have an example there of things that you can find that you don't want to find.
Most definitely. For sure.
Just something to consider.
Definitely. All right. So moving forward, just nothing other than trash and golf balls and all that stuff. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
and
be
like I
looking
said,
for the
like I
national
said,
park.
yep.
I'll be looking for the national park boundaries, and anywhere that's not in that national park boundary, I'm going to be diving.
Okay, and that's below
Okay.
Peachtree Corners.
Perfect.
That's
that
not our
sounds good.
property.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Jeremy, like, what do you think about this whole situation that just happened?
I think, man, that's a tough one because I know the rules of the river, and I think that this particular park ranger may have a chip on her shoulders. But at the same time, I get what she's saying, but I really don't know. And that's where I think the viewers need to help us out and see exactly where we stand and where she stands. Maybe we can meet in the middle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, I really don't know, honestly, about that whole experience, like what to make of it. I know I'm going to read up about the laws of that specific area that I was scuba diving, but I mean, as for this experience, I mean, this was one of the, I don't know, I mean, I kind of felt nervous during the whole time, and I also, you know, I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. I was telling them I was picking up trash, trying to clean up the environment, but tell me what you think about this particular instance down in the comments below. I'd really like to hear your information, but as to the park ranger, I feel like we handled the situation very well. I'm definitely gonna look into that website that she was talking about too. But until then, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. Also check out my friends Jeremy and also Johnny. All of their channels linked in the description below. It was just a crazy chain of events today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys on the next one.